Childhood made everything feel like it lingered. The time it took for hot chocolate to cool down was eternal. Christmas Day took weeks. The 2-hour drive to my grandparents' house took us to a new world. It's all too fast now. This post is picking up notes around Christmas, and I think it's because this is never more true than Christmas. When you're a kid, an occasion takes up so much of your life that you just live in it. Now, Christmas really is just one day. These 6 days between Christmas and New Year's is the only time of year you should strive to do absolutely fucking nothing. Make zero progress. Take all the time off. Go on vacation from your vacation. Be the least impressive version of yourself. Transform into a couch. Eugene gets me. Happy liminal space, Miss Couches! In this new year, I want you to be alright. I hope you move out. I hope you have enough money to feel safe. I hope you abandon shame and forgive yourself. I hope you get enough sleep and some good news. I hope you laugh a lot and the heaviness of the world eases a bit. I wish you to be alright. 15 ways to spark a new idea. Revisit an old project. Take inspiration from classic stories and folktales. Follow your interests. Start with genre or a unique combination. Start with a character. Start with a setting. Combine or reinvent some classic tropes. Ask someone to share a story they don't usually tell. Be curious about the people around you. Use something from your past. Focus on a hard-to-define feeling. Experience something new. Brainstorm with a writing friend. Read outside of your comfort zone. Talk to a stranger about their life. Twist the normal, normalize the magic. Hope you guys make use of these ideas.
Guess what? This year is almost over. Been a tough year, right? But we're not talking about that right now. I have something for you. Ta-da! This is for making it throughout the year. With all those good things and bad things that have happened, I'm happy that you've made it this far and that you're still with me. Thanks a lot for being strong. And for staying strong. Let's carry on.
I bought a bunch of bananas and I've caught Cleo staring at them every day since. Update. I took the last one and now she wants to know where her bananas went. How do you know that she doesn't just really love that bowl? Because when we leave the bananas on the table without the bowl, she stares at them with just as much love. She only looks at the empty bowl right after we remove the last banana. Then she's no longer interested. I just think they're neat! Tiny forest for your dash. Wildlife returning to your dash. Look, there's a small river crossing your dash. We're coming up on a mountain range. Meadow. Slowly reaching the coast. Into the sky. Made it to space. I killed you all. And yet, life remains. The fire died out. We're recovering. Tiny forest for your dash. I'm terrified of bugs, but I'm much less scared of the subset I parse as having jobs. Bees have jobs. Spiders kind of have jobs. Ants definitely have jobs. But millipedes do not seem to have jobs. They have a high ratio of legs to probability of employment. Very scary. Millipedes are the cleanup crew and groundskeepers. They eat fungi, decaying vegetable matter, and occasional carrion, and so help recycle nutrients back into the soil. They are not able to bite humans. That would be centipedes, and are totally harmless and helpful. The extra legs are for extra hugs. Once again, the humble role of custodian is forgotten. The garbage man is important. Stop being funnier than me on my own post is one of my favorite healthy Tumblrisms, along with things like, hang on, let me look that up, yeah, this is funny, and explicit tone indicators, positive, like yeah, let's build a world where we playfully format healthy interactions. You made a post, and you want it to be the star. but damn, you've really got to hand it to this other person for their really funny addition. So here's the internet equivalent of giving someone a friendly punch on the shoulder while making sure they know they got a good grade in social interaction. God, I love the "don't you dare hide this in tags" screenshot of those tags. It's this aggressive love and "look at the awesome addition this cool stranger made, I love them." We're gonna be okay, by the way. It's okay if you're scared, or tired, or unsure, or 1,000,000,000,000 other complicated emotions at once. But I've decided things are going to be okay anyway, and I will hold that belief close to my heart no matter how scared, or tired, or lonely, or depressed, or 1,000,000,000,000 other things I am. I will hold on to that. And if you're scared, you can hold on to me. We can carry each other through. It'll be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Sorry for who posting in the year 2019, but the doctor is actually so named because he wrote and successfully defended a dissertation at an accredited university, whereas the master completed a 2-year graduate program in his chosen field, which points to the existence of a third, less advanced and less specialized counterpart, the bachelor. The bachelor is never seen in the show because he's still living with his parents on Gallifrey, listlessly applying for jobs and stress eating. I thought The Bachelor was being fought over by 12 women in a big house. Galaxy brain. The Bachelor TV show has featured the same man for every season, but he regenerates like the Doctor. Obsessed with the idea that the Bachelor is ritually killed at the end of every season. The thing they don't tell you about working with little kids is it wrecks your vocabulary. You hear a kid phrase something bizarrely in a way only a 5-year-old can, and now anytime you lose your shit, you're like, it disappear. Every time someone tells me to be careful, in my head I repeat what one of my kids said as a small child. I am be carefuling. As a young child, my son said, rackaroni for macaroni. I worked with young children for years. It's amazing how much it changes your vocabulary. Thinking again about how the names Arctic and Antarctica just means bears and no bears. What can be more human than coming to a place you've never been and saying, bears are here, then visiting a similar place and going, but no bears here. And hilariously, that is not why it is called that. It is the circle of the bears because of Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, and the circle without bears because, opposite part of the sky. We lucked right into that one. So what you're saying is, the stars dictate whether bears do or do not exist in places. Astrology is real, but only for predicting where bears will be. Bears do not travel to places they cannot see their gods. The default way for things to taste is good. We know this because tasty means something tastes good. Conversely, from the words smelly and noisy, we can conclude that the default way for things to smell and sound is bad. Interestingly, there are no corresponding adjectives for the senses of light and touch. The inescapable conclusion is that the most ordinary object possible is invisible and intangible, produces a hideous cacophony, smells terrible, but tastes delicious. And yet this description matches no object or phenomenon known to science or human experience. So what the fuck? This is what ancient Greek philosophy is like. But what about the word touchy? Doesn't that relate to touch? I don't get it. I'm having creation ideas beyond my skill level. Do it anyway. I don't have good supplies. Do it with bad supplies then. I don't have free time. So do it slowly. Find the shortest, most direct route to your creation being realized and do whatever it takes to get there. Plus, you can revisit ideas as many times as you like, as frequently as you want to, so creating it now with your current skills, supplies, and time available is also not the be-all and end-all of that concept's execution. Do it anyway. Either you'll be pleasantly surprised by the results, or you'll have something for your future self to find and revisit another day, instead of losing the idea to the void. Now you see, I've watched enough cartoons to know that this square of the carpet is on a separate animation cell from the background, and therefore something funky will happen if I step on it. You won't catch me making a rookie mistake like that. No, sir. Did you step on it? I forgot it was there and stepped on it, plummeting through the concealed trapdoor into the cellars. Please send help. Help is on its way. By the way, are the bricks all the same color? I can't see anything. It's pitch black down here. All that's visible is my eyes. Just make sure there isn't a second, more dangerous pair of eyes somewhere around yours. You're not drinking? No, I'm in recovery. No, I have a family history of alcoholism. No, I don't like the taste. No, I don't like how it makes me feel. No, I can't with my medication. No, I'm pregnant. No, it's against my religion. No, I'm not in a good headspace right now. No, do you have soda? None of your business. All of these are good and valid, especially that last one on the bottom. No, I just don't want to. You don't need a reason not to drink. No is a complete sentence for this, too. The older you get, the more you will realize that your friends are people who have made mistakes and bad decisions, and even just fucked up and hurt people. And obviously your boundaries with your friends are completely up to you. But you do need to recognize that if you cut off everyone who has done something wrong, you're going to end up with no friends. And you yourself will have also fucked up in your life, and not lived up to those impossible standards either. I found it's much more constructive to learn how to say, hey dude, that was massively fucked up of you. Because most people are really willing to say, yeah, it was, I need to work on it, or not do it again, or apologize and make things right, especially if they are hearing it from you as their friend. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for another person is to tell them that they've done something wrong, help them fix it, and stay their friend, because it's what we would want from them if we did something wrong. We passed a sign in Boring that said their sister city is Dull, Scotland. Welcome to Dull, paired with Boring, Oregon, USA. Drive safely. Oh, there's a third, Bland, New South Wales. Welcome to Boring, paired with Dull, Scotland. You are now entering Shire of Bland. 3 communities named Boring, Dull, and Bland have teamed up to form the League of Extraordinary Communities. Bland Shire Council, League of Extraordinary Communities. Bland, far from dull and boring. I'm sorry, but I just have to appreciate the wordplay on that last sign. It's brilliant. A room called the doll room that's full of dolls is mundane, but a room called the doll room that only has one doll in it? That's fresh. If a person shows you their doll room and it's full of dolls, they probably just like dolls, you know? It's normal. It's a hobby. But if they show you their doll room and it only has one doll, something's going on with that one doll. Room called the doll room, and there's a mirror and nothing else. The door closes. Ooh. Me. Oh wow, this shop has everything my heart desires. Spooky shopkeeper. Yes, I will warn you, every item comes with a price. Me. Yes, I know how shops work. Spooky shopkeeper. The price may be more than you expect to pay. Me. Yes, I know how US taxes work too. Shopkeeper, increasingly exasperated. I'm trying to tell you that I'm evil and offering these wares with no regard for the harm they will do. Me, also increasingly exasperated. I know what capitalism is too, goddammit. This is one of my favorite posts. This feels like a Gravity Falls ep. That's because it is, broski. I must warn you, these statues come at a terrible price. $20? I'll just take them when you're not looking. Robot girl who works at an office and she calls her computer and the office printer her co-workers. She gives the printer new ink and oils herself while they shoot the shit like around a water cooler. Is there office drama? The printer and her talk shit about the fax machine, of course. Whatever her problem with the fax machine is, you wouldn't understand it. It's a robot thing. She asks the printer if it wants to go out for drinks with her and her computer, and it just makes one of those god-awful grinding noises at her. Those god-awful grinding noises are the printer running all of its internal calibration routines, image registration, toner density, transfer voltage, before printing internal test color bouquet.tiff. You're the only motherfucker who can handle me. Every time I ask people if they do any New Year's resolutions, it's all, ooh, I don't like making them because I fail, or oh no, I couldn't keep up with that. And then when they ask me, and I tell them about Pasta Quest, I am eating as many different pasta shapes as possible in the space of a year, or when I did Fruit Adventures, every time I saw a fruit I had never eaten before, I'd get one and eat it and read the Wikipedia article about it, they're like, hang on, I forgot you can make fun ones. I want a fun one. I do a bingo card of fun things I want to do every year, and if I get a bingo, I win! My main goal in life is genuinely just to have a good day. 5-year plan? Have a good day. Plans this weekend? Have a good day. Why I'm doing what I'm doing? Because I want to have a good day. It is all about having a good day. Nothing's as precious as the present moment. Neither the past nor the future. Therefore, I will make sure to spend it having a good day. We're having a good day. I know it. I know it. This also helps me feel less overwhelmed about everything I have to do. Like magic. I love it when my creativity spurs other creativity. Literally no better feeling as an artist than when someone looks at something you've made and goes, I saw this and liked it so much I could do nothing more with myself than turn it into drive for my own creativity. Like that's really what creativity is, huh? An instrument to further human expression and community and connection. Creating a feedback loop of art is powerful, satisfying, and beneficial to all. It's easy to feel invisible, but if you disappeared, so many people would notice and care. The neighbors who always see you walk by, the shop owner or the cashier at your grocery store, the dog next door that likes to bark at you, the person at work or school who's still working up the courage to talk to you, the friends you think forgot about you when you lost track of each other, the babysitter you had when you were 4. You have touched a million lives in perfect little ways. Do not underestimate your importance in this world. You deserve to be here, and you are wanted here. Yes, for all of you. How I imagine talking to you. Me. Hi, I like you. You. You're weird. Me. Heartbroken. What it actually feels like. Me. I like you. You. You're neat too. Studies show most people emotionally reciprocate. How to talk to people. Notice them. Forget your agenda. State the obvious. Confirm you're both in the same reality. Assume they are also a human longing for connection in this age of loneliness. Via people I've loved. Furiously takes notes. I love you allusions to things personally influential to the creator. I love you homages. I love you references to previous stories a creator has told. I love you repeating iconography over the course of several projects. I love you reused characters put into new contexts. I love you creator's thumbprint. I love you linguistic quirks. I love you themes approached over and over again from different angles over the course of a creator's body of work. I love you visible growth. I love you shoutouts. I love you reference as storytelling. I love you required reading to enjoy a story. I love you foundational texts. If I get put in a PM Seymour or Bettina Levy video, you guys will tell me, right? You aren't gonna just never let me know, letting the knowledge drift through human consciousness but never once crossing the threshold of my mind, right? As a funky, silly little clown, I deserve to know, right? Only if you would tell me. I would. Jesters need to help each other out. Thank you. I live in constant worry I'll end up in a video without realizing. Bettina Levy liked this post? Trapney, what do we do? Pray. That is not reassuring. I'm sorry, I am also panicking. If this is the post that I end up in a video over, I will riot. I'm here too! People speak of hope as if it is this delicate, ephemeral thing made of whispers and spiders' webs. It's not. Hope has dirt on her face, blood on her knuckles, the grit of the cobblestones in her hair, and just spat out a tooth as she rises for another go. Real. Hope is the thing with feathers. Okay, have you also considered that hope is the thing with talons? That hope is a beast descended from something far greater than yourself? Words. Peer-reviewed tags from @HappyTree, because you made me feel something. Hope is the thing with feathers and talons. Hope is a velociraptor. One of my least favorite mental illness things is hungry but don't feel like eating, and its companions, hungry but all the food in the house is illegal, hungry but can't make anything, and hungry, want to eat, but why bother? Also the ADHD friend, hungry but unaware of hunger because current activity is too captivating. Hungry, but I'll get to it later. Definitely not hungry. Nope, but upon forcing oneself to eat something, discovering that the food vanished in 30 seconds and the pervasive feelings of ickiness all vanished. What the fuck? Hungry, but only for one specific food. I do not know what that food is, but I do know I don't have it in the house. Text me to say you're home safely. I'm home dangerously. Stop it. I'm home lethally. Nothing brings me more joy than repeatedly doing a bit that my mother dislikes. I'm home in an extremely lackadaisical and downright reckless fashion. Text me that you are at home and not in a wheelie bin. My journey home is violating so many health and safety regulations. I've killed 3 pedestrians. You're breaking my heart. I actually got murdered as soon as I left your field of vision. So not funny. And then I got up and was immediately murdered again by a different person. On the tube now, so unable to respond to your witticisms. Who knows how many times I'll have been murdered by the time you get off the tube. I think I'm funny, and that's the main thing. I will show this image to my next therapist when they ask me what I think my problems are and how I would summarize them. Mental health is not hocus pocus. All of the replies are people going, mental is hocus, health not pocus, until OP turned off replies, and that is the stuff that keeps my mental hocus healthy and pocused. Mental is hocus, health not pocus. Cauldron fill with blood and locust. Make you laugh with funny jocus. Done with rhyme, as I've lost focus. I'm fascinated by how the formatting of different social media sites affect how text is read. For instance, a line break on Tumblr indicates a new idea, but a reblog break indicates that time has passed, and screenshotted tags imply a peer review process. Replies, however, are the heckling of the mob. A screenshot of multiple replies depicts some kind of agreement among many, or perhaps chaotic disagreement. You guys can read? What does a video of someone reading it imply? It implies that you have just broken containment. Hello! Just realized that the reason I love making friends on Tumblr is because it's exactly how you make friends on the playground as a 6-year-old. No, I don't know their name, but they love mermaids too, and built this awesome sandcastle. No, I don't know their age, but their imaginary cheetah is friends with mine. You like this show? You like this character? You can sing the theme song really loud? Here is a flower crown. Here is a juice box. You can share my time and I might never see you again, but part of you stays in my soul forever. In my mind, we're still on the swing set and the sky is blue and nothing will ever be wrong again. This brought me to tears. So beautiful. Reblogging things I like feels a lot more goblin-esque than upvoting ever did. The upvotes felt like, yes, I approve, golf claps, while reblogging feels like furtively staring at something before shoving it in your mouth and scurrying back underneath the nearest piece of furniture. Which isn't to say that I don't like it, but I definitely find myself going, maybe I shouldn't reblog this because I've already reblogged a bunch of things today, and I don't want to look like I don't have a life, I say as I close the app and reopen it like one of those little automatic box toys with the switches. Tumblr is like wading through everyone else's garbage until you find something good and go, this is good, and take it and display it in your own garbage pile. Goblin Market. We're on a new platform with a totally different audience. We have to prove ourselves all over again. Convince a totally new group of people to think we're funny and worth your attention. So allow me to drop some of my A material. The funniest thing I got. Here goes. Chief Berkey. Yeah, I'll reblog that. Cannot believe you hit the Tumblr bullseye on your first shot. Wait, I realized this Twitter rate limiting thing happened literally the same day as the Reddit third-party app shutdowns. Wonder how many of those users have come here today to this Luigi wins by doing nothing ass website. Delighted by Tumblr's model for how not to fail. Simply maintain course and wait for the rest of the internet to burn down around it. The venture capitalists can't see us if we don't move. Going from being an introverted lurker on Reddit to trying to post my own stuff here is so wild. I keep typing out a post, deleting it, then retyping because I think it's not good enough, but then I look at other posts and why am I so worried? It's like I'm at a fancy Italian restaurant and keep glancing around the room to see which hand people use to pick up the forks, but then I realize that everyone is shoveling spaghetti into their mouths using their bare hands. And I'm like, okay, so I'm clearly overthinking this. Personally, I like to shove each hand into a baguette and use those to interact. My head is inside the salad bowl. Friend, some of us, me, are sitting fully clothed in the lobster. Thank. You're good. I think there's an art and skill to shoving spaghetti in your mouth with your hands. This restaurant is absolute chaos, and I'm giving it 5 stars. I love you. Hey guys, I'm from Reddit. How do I use this meme? First of all, don't give us heart attacks like this! Y'all, more big news! Nah, wait, never mind. Just a Reddit refugee. For big news only, please. E.g., Trump indicted and arrested, Queen died, Putin retired due to stroke. The last hasn't happened yet, but a girl can dream. This is kind of like firing a gun into the air to ask where the bathroom is, but other than that, I think you got it right. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Oh god, I got so scared. Tumblr is unique because, it's collaborative shitposting, and you can't opt in or out. You can just say something about your day, then an evil wizard shows up to turn your post into something humorous. Every other site is just one and done, but here, a post is a welcome mat to be funnier than you. Yeah, or sometimes you'll see a post that hacks into your brain and forever rewrites your instinctual reaction to seeing a pineapple explode. And what do you know, this is an evil wizard, just like OP said. I wish there was an online social space that explicitly banned celebrities. You follow us everywhere. It's creepy. I've been here on Tumblr quietly posting for well over a decade. Your account has existed for a few weeks. Who exactly is following who here? I don't get you kids today. Has no one ever taught you to unfollow? To block things you don't want to see? Also, people become celebrities. My Tumblr predates the publication of my first book. So do we monitor people for signs of whatever we define as celebrity, and then ban them the day they achieve it? I roll. Honestly. Points. Twitter, child! Twitter, baby, has the gall to come up to a popular Tumblr grandpa and tell him to go away. My deactivated friend, this is his porch and his yard. You're the one who came here. Lol, silly lad. C's art with thick, smooth line art. Ah, yes, I want my art to look like that. C's art with sketchy, thin line art. Ah, yes, I want my art to look like that. C's lineless art. Ah, yes, I want my art too. This isn't my post? I didn't make this post. Why does it say I made this post? Not to be boring and solve the fun mystery, but it says that because it's a chat post, not a text post, which used to not include the OP's username, so Tumblr assigned you OP, I guess. Source: I made this post in 2014. Thank you for giving me custody of this post. I just picked it up from elementary school, and tomorrow it has soccer practice. It's all fun and games giving Tumblr a try as an alternate option for social media, until you realize it's impossible to have conversations there. People only post funny jokes and art, and also your timeline hasn't moved in 45 minutes. Twitter users will not survive the winter. What do you mean it's impossible to have conversations? There's at least 3 different ways to do so here. It's impossible to have conversations there. Person coming from a website where DMing is now paywalled behind Twitter Blue. We've got DMing here. We've even got a cool glitch that makes it easy to accidentally DM someone their own post. The number of DMs I've gotten that are just followers accidentally sending me my own post. It's impossible not to have a conversation here. We are all desperately struggling to stop having half the conversations on here. Your timeline hasn't moved in 45 minutes? Follow people? Out of curiosity for those who have polls, what's the character limit on the text of a single option? Asking for a friend. I pasted the entire B-movie script and it got reduced to, according to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to. So, looks like 80 characters. The most widely used transcript of B-movie is roughly 80,000 characters in length. So, assuming you're okay with options splitting mid-word in order to make optimal use of the available character count, you should be able to fit the whole thing in about 100 consecutive polls, i.e. 80 characters per option times 10 options per poll times 100 polls. Does anybody know if there's a limit on how many polls you can post in a day? Mr. Prokopets, I cannot stress this enough, do not like where this is going. Tumblr Pets gives you a small virtual pet that lives on your dashboard and keeps you company while you scroll Tumblr. How would you feel if Tumblr provided you with a Tumblr pet? I like it. I expect it. I am neutral. I can tolerate it. I dislike it. Finally, some good fucking feature ideas from the Tumblr devs. Tamagotchi Renaissance now! Give us the Dash Pet staff! Make it thrive the more we like and especially reblog and comment. I will leave more comments if it gets my dashboard pet a silly hat. I expect it is such a weird option. I expect the Tumblr pet. Very funny that I still think of Tumblr as being relaxing, because sometimes I'll come on this site and my eyes will immediately be assaulted by a string of words that even monkeys with typewriters would be sent to hell for, and I'll just have to deal with that. People replying with, "Curate your own experience, just block those people," are missing the point. I come on here every day, and my bestest and most beloved of mutuals put together posts meant to deal me 12d8 psychic damage, and I like it that way. I do curate my own experience. My own experience is that my friends are goblins. Good for them. You can't post a picture of some random-ass microphone and hope people get it. The random-ass microphone? We're no strangers to that mic. You know the song, and so do I. We know this mic better than any other mic. I just want to sing to it with feeling. I'm glad that everybody understands. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a slapping, as if someone gently flapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some fairy," I muttered, slapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Quoth the walrus, "Are you sure? Why not both?" To the fairest. Athena, Hera, Aphrodite. Reblog for larger sample size, whatever. No sir, not voting in that poll. No, let him cook. What do I get if I choose one of them? Athena gives you a really cool sword and armor. Hera offers you a life long and happy. Aphrodite offers you the most beautiful woman in the world. She does not specify if this woman is married or not. Oh fuck yeah, I love women. I vote Aphrodite. Uh-oh, she's married to the king of Sparta. And now all of her former suitors are after you, and they all brought a minimum of 600 soldiers. Thank the gods for these really sturdy walls. I think everything will go so well for the neighborhood. Big horse. Ooh, gimme. Little boy standing in the stroller just looked around the crowded coffee shop, pointed at me, and asked his mom, "What's his name?" And his mom said, "I don't know." And he asked me, "What's your name?" And I called back, "I'm Al," across the whole coffee shop. And he went, "Hi, Al." As we were leaving, like 3 people called out, "Bye, Al." I've decided I love humanity. Thanks for sharing, Al. Pleasure your shelf. Every year my school's librarian dresses up as a book reaper to collect overdue books. Cold? Check out a book. You'll still be cold, but you'll have a book. Books for tall people. A new reading display is coming soon. Meanwhile, please enjoy our large selection of invisible books. Self-checkout. Today, 5 p.m. Mandatory maintenance on all computers. Have all work saved. We have no mercy. We feed off tears. Dinosaurs didn't read. Now they are extinct. Thank goodness the thesaurus survived. Batman returns. His books to the library. This librarian sometimes wears a panda hat to work. This is what it looks like to everyone walking into the library. These librarians sure as hell have a good sense of humor. Certified library post. I highly recommend cutting your children's sandwiches like this. The look of incredulity on my 10-year-old's face was priceless. And even if they're at school and you can't see it in person, you'll know. Who the fuck gerrymandered my sandwich? 2024 is about letting people care about and for you. It's about answering, "How are you?" with honesty, asking for space when needed, accepting help and being open to advice, listening to concerns, and having difficult conversations. It's about trying your very best to let go of the feeling that you're completely alone, and finding ways to prove to yourself that you aren't. OP's tags. Proving to yourself, because waiting for others to prove it to you is going to end up in disappointment. Nobody will ever meet you in the exact way you want them to, but that doesn't mean that they won't meet you at all. Thank you. I've been struggling with that. Nobody will ever meet you in the exact way you want them to. What do you mean the carpet is killing people? Carpet can't... Oh dear. I fell down these stairs just looking at this picture. Cursed artifact. Stairs of discontinuity. Exposure has a 90% chance of causing a concussion, but a 10% chance of spontaneously increasing your parkour skill. Imagine taking 3 edibles and 2 glasses of red wine and trying to navigate this shit. Lamau. Absolutely howling at these tags. Why would you make things so much harder for yourself? Oh my god. Not all construction work is equally enjoyable. For example, enlarging a drilled hole is boring, but fastening pieces of metal together is riveting. This joke would get the exact same reaction in 1870 that it gets in 2021, and I love that about it. Connecting live wires can be shocking. There are clear advantages installing windows, and roofing tops it all. But I can see myself hanging mirrors. The earth is degenerating today. Bribery and corruption abound. Children no longer obey their parents. Every man wants to write a book, and it is evident that the end of the world is fast approaching. Assyrian tablet, circa 2800 BC. Kids these days and their damn tablets. Assyrian parent? Modern parent. Inspiration struck me like a brick to the skull. If thieves wear sneakers, and artists wear Skechers, then linguists must wear Converse. For fuck's sake. Get out! Additions from my husband. Bakers wear loafers, and zookeepers wear Crocs. Excellent additions. Angels wear wingtips. A lumberjack wears Timberlands. Ice skaters wear slippers. Addition from my mom. Delivery drivers wear Vans. Very good addition. Achilles wears heels. How is this post from this decade and not like 2012? If you do not stretch, back, legs, hips, feet, and you know what the Animaniacs are, you need to start doing it for at least 30 minutes daily, or your body will suffer. I didn't realize this was an age thing and not the Animaniacs are coming after you thing. I didn't stretch, and Yakko Warner personally beat me with a sack full of hammers. Oh no. Good night, everybody. My flight was delayed 3 hours. So I was doing what any human does when they're bored, minding my own business, swiping through Tinder, and the guy behind me goes, "Ouch, hard no for that one?" And I turn around, only to see the man I just swiped no on behind me. This had the potential to be the premise of a Lifetime original. This is called A Meet Ugly, and I am into it. Yeet cute! Milk duds. Snickers. Well, don't you have some nice Twix up your sleeves? I'll pay you 100 grand to stop this. Talk about a payday! You're all a bunch of nerds. You think you're real smarties, but actually I'm surrounded by dum-dums. That was a warhead of an insult you dropped there. Hush up, you airhead. These are very candy corny. These jokes are lifesavers. Y'all need to take 5 and think about what you're doing. Don't spoil the fun, Lemonhead. Well, this was a fun dip into madness. Oh, baby, ruthless quips abound. Mounds of them, and good and plenty puns, too. I just need to grab the Mike and Ike and throw a few in myself. I'll make the big league, you better believe it. If you think I'm gonna pass up an opportunity to make terrible candy puns, you're nutty, buddy.